For family members and relief organizations on the First Coast, the violence and chaos in Haiti is both agonizing to watch and impossible to ignore. I'm joined now by Pierre Paul of the Coalition of the Haitian Community in Jacksonville. Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be here with you.
Glad to have you. Beatriz Alonso-Gonzalez, who serves as the Haitian and Cuban Entrant Coordinator for Lutheran Social Services of Northeast Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us here.
And Danae Leake, the agency's Communications Manager. Good morning, Danae.
Good morning.
For our listeners, we're also taking your calls, questions. If you have any experience in Haiti, we would love to hear from you. You can give us a call at 904-549-2937. You can also email firstcoastconnect@wjct.org, and you can message us on social media. Pierre, you recently held a rally and a press conference outside of Jacksonville City Hall. Why did you choose this time, and what is it that you wanted to communicate to the community?
After it's been a long time, Haiti been going through a lot of situation, and we have the community international and been in Haiti trying to help, but unfortunately, it's a lot of failure as well. And we see for so long and a beautiful country like Haiti and good people. And we say that enough is enough. So we have to stand. All Haitians around the world have to stand and see if we can put our voice together and see if that can change the situation. And also, we kind of stand before the decision of our governor DeSantis when it's come to stop Haitian from coming to Florida and just to save their life by the situation that's going on, especially in Port-au-Prince.
And so your goal is to draw attention to the issue. You talk about the failure of the international community for a long time when it comes to Haiti, and very mixed results in some cases where there has been involvement. Is there anything that you think specifically would be helpful right now, and who, if out of the international community, should be leading that effort?
We have, for example, many organizations leading by UN went to Haiti, and where we have so a lot of things, instead of getting better, got worse. And also we have those agents or those people that they sent to Haiti, and they violate a lot of law and in Haiti, and a lot of code as far as, for example, we have a sexual scandal, and we have especially the situation of the cholera that killed about, for in interval of 6 years, killed about 10,000 Haitian, and then brought by, I think is is it the UN, part of the UN peacekeeper?
Yeah, that was the peacekeeping agency, that arm of the UN that's brought and spread cholera.
Well, it's called cholera, exactly, which I don't really remember the name of that organization. And also the community international, especially United States, Canada, and France, instead of helping the Haitian to help Haitian lead themselves, come with a solution and support Haitian themselves to lead themselves, they instead influence the political system in Haiti.
Mm-hmm. And try to kind of direct as opposed to allowing Haiti to...
Exactly. And that's been going for so long, over and over again, decades, where they set their own government and they set their own president in power. And so all these things contribute to where we are today.
Mm-hmm. Beatriz, there are... the work that you do, you are helping people who are coming from Cuba and Haiti,
Correct.
who have needs. Some of them are, just migrants. Some of them are refugees.
Not necessarily. At least with this program, we only see entrant statuses or people who comes through the humanitarian parole,
Okay.
no refugee status. That's another way to come into the country more with the government approved, and then they come here with a refugee status. Saying this is very hard to get a refugee status for Cubans and Haitians.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult, yes. It must be something big in order to be approved by the government previously to come into this country.
So the people that you're helping that are coming from Haiti explain how they're arriving here and what their path was.
Okay, they have at the moment they have two ways. The most common one that has been using for years is coming through the border. So everything I'm going to say is based on what I see with my clients about their stories, everything that they expressed in our offices. For example, if they are in Haiti, they either can go to Dominican Republic, stay in there, or maybe go to Puerto Rico in a boat. Or they can go to the Bahamas, or they can get a ticket to Brazil, either Brazil or Nicaragua, and start the journey. If Brazil is the country that they are able to fly the first time, they might walk a little bit to, let's say, the most common one is Chile. In Chile, they stay there for a while, they make money, and then they continue the journey in order to come into this country. So it's a long journey for them. Saying this, when they are in the border, either Texas, Arizona, California, it doesn't matter right now. In the past, they received the entrant statuses, which is an I-228. Still, the government helped them. This is something that not a lot of Haitians knows, that the rights that they have, that the government support them. Another way, this is the most recent one, started last year on, I don't want to say an exact day, but I believe it was around March, through the CBP-1 application. This is a USCIS app, which once they arrive in Mexico, they have to download that application, ask for to schedule an appointment with immigration, and once they are there, they have to wait for immigration to give them an appointment. Saying this is a more legal status for them to enter this country and with more benefits. If they wait, it can be 3 weeks or it can be 6 months. You never know. It's like a lottery when you're gonna receive that appointment in the border.
Mm-hmm.
So saying this, if they wait for that appointment, they will receive an I-94, a parole for 2 years. In these 2 years, they can do a lot of stuff because they have the right. The government provide them support.
Mm-hmm.
So they can apply for work authorization with the parole. They can get it fast if they pay for it, which is $410. That's something I believe that's another subject.
Issue.
Yes, it's another subject. Yes, they have to pay for that, and they can get the work authorization faster.
I want to take a couple calls here. We've got
Sure.
Susan from Fruit Cove. Good morning, Susan. Go ahead.
Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I am aware of a really wonderful organization, a not-for-profit, who's been in Haiti since the 70s, late 70s or 80s, and they really work through with the Haitian people during the horrible, horrible earthquake. And they focus, it's called Partners in Health. So if people are looking for an organization that can help people and they listen to the people who are there, the people on the ground are Haitians, and they're trying to help now in any way that they can. But the decisions are horrible because even the nutrition programs, it's hard to get food when there is no food. So I just encourage people to look up online, Partners in Health, and the Haitian people are incredibly resilient, and they've gotten through horrible things before, and they will.
Well, thanks so much for your feedback, Susan. We also have a call, Don from Jacksonville. Good morning, Don. Go ahead.
Hi. The question is, and I think the lady speaking a few minutes ago maybe kind of answered slightly, Um, through the years of Haiti having conflict and poverty and disasters, hasn't the U.S. tried to make a coalition with nations like the Dominican Republic to help, or with Puerto Rico, instead of having that long route that was discussed about being sent to faraway countries and long stretches? Isn't there a way to work out something with Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, being a neighboring nation and an island of Haiti?
Yeah, it's a good question, Don. I know that we were talking, Danae, this morning about the fact that, Haitians traditionally have tried to go to the Dominican Republic, which, of course, is the other side of that island. And currently they're being turned back or sometimes, trucked back. That border is fairly well sealed right now. And there isn't necessarily a lot of other options for, a community that in many cases is poor and doesn't have resources. I mean, there are flights, but those are expensive. And the airport right now is, at least in Port-au-Prince, is not even operable.
Definitely, for sure. I can't speak a ton on it. I just know a little bit about what I've read. I know Beatriz has read more about it.
Well, so what are the resources that are available through LSS?
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, Lutheran Social Services of Northeast Florida. We've been in the community for almost 45 years, and our first program was hunger relief, and since then we've had a food pantry open 5 days a week. But in the 1980s, when we opened up our refugee services program, and so what's available is we have services available for Haitian and Cuban entrants. We have been for years, but Beatriz's program that launched in November has more nuanced services.
What other communities have you helped over the years?
Cubans.
I'm talking about LSS writ large. You guys have done
absolutely.
A number of settlements, I think of during the early days of the Ukraine war.
Yes.
A lot of Sudanese settlement here during that early conflict years ago.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have been actually this past fiscal year, so the top nationalities that we have assisted, Cubans, Ukrainians as well, Haitians and Afghans were our top nationalities that we assisted in the last fiscal year, and we, along with our partners, have helped over 2,500 individuals, refugees or entrants, different statuses within our refugee services program. So, we have seen other individuals, like some individuals from Burma, but as far as the top nationalities, it's been Cuba, Ukraine, individuals from Ukraine, Ukrainians, and Haiti as well.
And has the Jacksonville community traditionally been a welcoming place for those people to settle?
I would say yes.
Yes, I believe so. We have plenty of resources for them. Saying this, I would like them to know that some people, especially Haitian community, they don't know that they do qualify for government benefits, such as food stamps, Medicaid, and cash assistance for a period of 1 year.
Pierre, how large is the Haitian community here locally?
That's a good question. I don't really have a data, but I talked to one of the immigration officer. It's been back 2017, and he said the effective may be over 70,000.
Okay.
2017.
So I imagine you still have some friends and family in Haiti, but you've lived here for a number of years. What is your path here? What brought you to Jacksonville?
First of all, I had my brother who'd been living in Jacksonville since 1993. When I decided to stay in United States, I chose Jacksonville since 2000 to stay. But I used to travel for over 2 years as a tourist, go back and forth, and never think that I would stay in United States because it wasn't my it wasn't my plan to stay. But unfortunately, and here I am. It's been over 20 years. But I have no regret because I learned so much and about people, about leadership, different type of culture.
I think a lot of people see images of Haiti and they think of this, very difficult situation. And certainly a lot of the country is experiencing, problems with gang violence and unrest and, sometimes just political chaos. But you say that there's parts of the country that are still, remote from that, isolated from that. Tell us about that part of Haiti that maybe we're not seeing reported on quite so much.
Yeah. And Lekai is where I come from. That's the third city of United States. Of Haiti. And Lekai and people just having their normal activity every day. And we have the second part of Haiti, which is Le Cap. That's the second city, and a school open, and people they normally have their normal activity, and also we have a total of 9 departments in Haiti, and with many cities in all the departments. So generally, we have 80% of the capital being occupied by gang or
80% of the capital.
80% of the capital, and we have also a few cities neighboring, close to the capital, also being controlled by gang. And I want to point out, and I want to thank for two people that just called and to suggest and see how they can help Haiti. And I want to point out about the Dominican Republic. Actually, and it's all over the news that they have a campaign to stop everybody who hold a Haitian passport. It doesn't matter if you're from United States or anywhere around the world, even if you are a resident of United States or France or Canada, and you have a Haitian passport. Like, for example, I'm not a citizen. I'm not a Haitian American, but I have a residence. But now the fact that I'm not a Haitian American, I don't have an American passport. I do have Haitian passport. Now, if you told me to go to Saint Domingue, the Republic, the Dominican Republic, and to go to Haiti, they will stop me at the airport.
They would stop you.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but that's coming from the government of the Dominican Republic, and not to accept any transit of Haitian who have a Haitian passport, actually.
We're talking about the situation in Haiti and resources available here in Jacksonville. We've got a couple calls I want to get to. Charles on the west side. Good morning, Charles. Go ahead.
Yes, bon matin, mes amis. This is Charles. 50 years ago, I got a degree in French from the Defense Language Institute in the Army, and ever since I got back to Jacksonville in the late 80s, in the late 70s and the 80s, my friends in the Haitian diaspora have kept me proficient in French because I've always had some friends to speak to and keep my language in use, you know. I have a local friend that's a pastor that started a small church, a Baptist church here on the west side on Ricker Road a few years ago, and it's struggling, and, you know, they could use some help for the Haitian diaspora there, and I was wondering if I could give you guys the phone number of Pastor Bernard for his church on Ricker.
Go for it.
Okay, it's area code 904-573, and let me just get my glasses here, 573-9850.
Thank you, Charles.
That's Pastor Bernard.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. We also have a call, I believe, Paul. Good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I've been in Jacksonville since 1994, and that gentleman you have there, Pierre, but we were together. But the concern now is about Haiti's crisis. I was running for office back in 2015. And for last year, I spent about seven months in Haiti and just made it back by November. But the situation right now, as you were asking the questions, we have 10 departments within 10 states, and only Port-au-Prince, because we are from the south, was about 98 miles away from the capital. we have north, we have south, southeast, southwest, we have NIP that makes it 10 departments. Most places, most of them, they are very peaceful.
Mhm.
But the problem, all the departments, they are depending of the capital. And now, right now, some places they are working, but as there is no transportation from the capital to get from one point to another, and is something is an emergency for the whole country right now because there is no access to gas, petroleum, there is no access to any medical assistance. The gang members, because most of the time the capital is the one feeding the other departments.
Right. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, it sounds like what you were saying, Pierre, that there is, this crisis in the capital is in some ways, it's happening at the capital, but it has these impacts radiating out people who are fleeing the capital, first of all, to these other cities.
That's exactly. And people cannot go to other cities because the where they have to go or to go to other cities to access other cities, and the gang gain control of those things. And then one thing I want to point out as well is the movement of gangs uh, uh, change in a way like they kind of doing a terrorist action as far as burning school, burning pharmacies, and that just across one of the biggest hospital in Haiti. And so it's just this, they change the way that they doing those. They create more problem, more situation now.
Yeah, I mean, so that I think that the gangs have intensified their attacks. As you say, they set fire to a school. They've been looting pharmacies that are right across from the country's largest public hospital. And so there are, I think, people increasingly feeling, at risk personally and for their families. What do you hear from your clients in terms of their fears and their contacts, Beatriz, in Haiti?
Oh, yes, definitely. They are very scared about the situation. Some of them, they were able before the crisis exploded at this level. For example, recently I saw these unaccompanied minors that the parents had to make the hard decision to let them go through the border. That's a long story. Um, and when they arrived to Lutherans, their story was heartbreaking. The things that they said, why they were forced to leave Haiti. Many family members were brutally killed as well while they were there, so they were forced to send the child to Nicaragua, and from Nicaragua start the journey. And actually saying this, they were lucky enough because not everyone, not I believe you, Mr. Pierre, you know that a lot of Haitians don't have the monetary support in order to come here in this country. Not like, I don't want to compare, but this is the reality, not like Cubans or let's say Venezuela. I'm not saying all of them, but in general, they will find more monetary support from a friend, from a relative living here in the United States. But with Haitians, it's different. It's hard for them to get that monetary support. That's why they have to stay. They are forced to stay in X or Y country, either South America, Central America, learn the language. That's something that I admire for them. I don't know how, that's a gift that they learn the language very fast, make money, and then come here. And not only they have to face what they faced in Haiti, also the racism, being discriminated, everything during the journey, the cartels, people being really, really bad to them during the journey in order to come here. Saying this based on what I heard in my office, some of them are forced to leave behind their child. And who takes care of the child? A coyote, for example, or just
coyote.
random people. And then that's how we see unaccompanied minors in the border.
Those are really difficult stories to
Oh,
hear.
you have no idea. Very, very difficult, but we are here to help them and let them know that now you are safe. And thank God you have the resources. The state is giving you the resources. LSS will help you to get those resources and help you with guidance, link to resources to have a brighter future here. That's the reason that you are here in the United States. So they will get the help.
And what do you want people in the Jacksonville community to know who maybe are not directly involved with the community of people who've settled here, who may not have those direct connections, about the stories that you're hearing, or what they should do?
Actually, we have an idea recently, Danae and I, we were talking about, because these people need to be heard, definitely. And something that we were talking about that maybe we can make like short videos about the client stories. If the client wants to do it and feels safe to do it, they are more than welcome to do the video, tell their story, and see how someone can support this person, this family.
Kind of sponsor an individual.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes, especially Cubans and Haitians. Trust me, there's plenty of stuff that people can do for them. Even though they have the government benefits, there's plenty of stuff that they can, many ways to support these people.
Yeah, Danae.
Yeah, and just to add on to what Beatriz is saying, at LSS, we do have volunteer opportunities, predominantly either within the Hunger Relief Program or within our refugee services. And if you reach out to us, lssjax.org, send us an email or call us, and we can find an opportunity that best serves how you can assist and get involved.
Pierre, any final thoughts?
Yeah, sure. And I want to say thank you to Beatriz and Dina,
course.
and for all your help. And yes, my people deserve more attention around the world, because at a certain point, and one of our story is after we destroy one of the biggest market in the world, which is the slavery. And we don't sit down in our country to enjoy our freedom. We go around the world to help other people to destroy the slavery that were going on around the world. And we have so many countries. So with our money, with boats, with people that we send. Today is the time for us that we need help, and we need the international community to come with us and help us continue to with effort to build this country. And then actually we have people, as we're talking, dying, and so it's a time for change for these people, these wonderful people.
Well, Pierre, Paul, Danae Leake, Beatriz, Alonso-Gonzalez, thank you so much for being here today and talking about this issue. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us.